I was eating Takis earlier and kind of regretting it because I brushed my teeth afterwards and I used mouthwash and it insinuated, or what's the word? It made it worse. It made the spiciness worse in my mouth. So if you ever want to get really hot in your mouth, eat Takis and then immediately after brush your teeth and use mouthwash. Today we're going to be going over my journal / workbook. Hold on, I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I thought I heard a strange beeping sound. Kind of freaked me out. So I was saying, this is something that I started. I've said this a million times, and I'll probably keep saying it forever and ever. But there's a lot of videos that I've filmed in the past 2 years, I think, or maybe more, that I regret deleting because a lot of the stuff that I was doing and saying and filming and like talking about and working on, and the people that I was working with and interviewing and just random stuff, I feel like I have an urge to like watch it back, but I can't because it no longer exists, because I deleted it because I'm dumb. And it's funny because it I've been doing that so recently that there's videos, probably not that many because I've been in a good habit of not deleting stuff, but there are probably a few videos where I say this exact same thing of, oh, I wish I didn't delete my videos, and then I delete those videos where I say that. So point is, today we're going to go over some short stories that I wrote from prompts from this thing that I found at Goodwill. It was empty when I first bought it. Let's see, there's a random Nelson Mandela quote at the very beginning. It says that, and then the actual book or journal starts. The first section here, I'll actually just show you. Here's like the table of contents thing. So day 1 to 50. In fact, I'll just read this. This journal has been designed to help you become the best version of yourself. It contains 365 prompts for every day of the year to develop yourself and make you more powerful and self-confident, and will make you every day better. It will make your every day better. Descriptions of prompts 1 to 50 is improving imagination. Improve your imagination with 100 creative prompts. That's pretty much what I'm going to be going over today because I didn't do the rest of this. 51 to 84, looking inside yourself. This part of the journal will allow you to delve into the deepest aspects of your personality and understand yourself and come to terms with the past. And then 85 to 365 is mindfulness prompts. This part of this journal will make you more powerful and self-confident. Well, you know what? I'm powerful and self-confident enough. I don't need to be more of that. But yeah, this whole thing, if anyone wants it, like I only did, like this whole thing is pretty much empty. I only did, let's see how much I did. Let's see, hopefully I don't have to read too much today. Oh wow, I actually did a decent chunk. Yeah, I only got up to day 20. So I spent a little bit over the course of 2 weeks doing this. Almost 2 weeks, almost 3 weeks, I guess. And yeah, I'm going to be reading it today. So day 1, it says, your main character has always believed in magic when no one around him does. Go. So I wrote this and I'm about to read it. It says, Alex felt a nudge. Am I dead? He thought. No, Sarah responded softly. Alex opened his eyes and saw her on his bed, with a compassionate smile on her freckled face. Alex searched for his glasses as Sarah started to speak. I hope you can understand why I never told you. Alex finally got out of his groggy state and started to respond to Sarah. but she kept talking in a calm voice. I know, Alex. I know you can. I know you can see things, like the future. Alex looked at her in a surprising manner. This can't be real. Sarah laughed softly. I have the ability too, but it's different. How so? He asked. I can read minds. She responded quickly. Alex couldn't believe his cars? What? His ears. Okay, sorry. He started thinking all kinds of things. One of them being, can she read my mind this very second? Yes, I can, she said, smiling. He laughed. And that's it. That's literally, I guess, the beginning of that random story that I made up about Alex and Sarah. Second one is a girl's best friend goes missing. Chloe licked her ice cream while she stared at her iPhone XR. She always loved getting the chocolate mango flavor. Her young faced looked tired and old. Face, that probably says face. Almost like she had been through years of war as a soldier. The disappearance of Elliot was taxing on her physical health, to say the least. She never smiled these days. The darkness and despair was too much to bear, and Jameson's stupid jokes couldn't even crack a smile out of her. She felt like a part of her soul was missing, like she wasn't even real. The only real thing in her life at this very moment in time was her ice cream cone, which at this point was just about gone, like Elliot. Gone but never forgotten. Jameson broke the silence with the sound of his board hitting the concrete. ... So obviously, if you know me and you know my past videos, or if you know me in real life and you know my past obsessions and things that I've talked about, I have this movie script that I've been working on for about 3 years now, and it involves 3 characters, Chloe, Jameson, and Elliot, and they are skater friends. And there was a point in time where the script consisted of Elliot getting raptured by the Rapture. So that's pretty much what that's based on. That's why I like going back in time and watching stuff and stuff that I've made and stuff that I've recorded and things that I've said, because it really does take you back to where my mind was at the time. Number 3, you win a lottery to board a ship bound for a newly discovered planet. Excuse me. On Jupiter, boys are stupider. On Spoofy, boys are superheroes with super cool powers and abilities. Abilities such as the ability to learn any instrument or language in one day, or the power to, gosh, I hope I'm reading this right, to make someone, maybe a girl, love you back. Either way, and whatever you choose, Spoofy is a planet for the sensitive boys, the artsy boys, the pretentious boys who are way too nice to people. The kind of guy who is a cashier at your local Trader Joe's. Speaking of which, there is a Spoofy Joe's where you can find any grocery you could ever want or need at an affordable cost. A box of this is so dumb. A box of Oreos for 5 spoof coin. What was I thinking? Oh, number 4. You are in the witness protection program and move to a remote foreign country. It was an island off the coast of France. Which direction exactly? Which direction? Shouldn't that say something? Remains unknown. Okay. Gosh, I'm so weird. Which direction? What? I was given a new temporary identity. My name was Jacques, of course, but my favorite part was my last name. Cool. Jacques Cool. I couldn't ask for a better name. I, JC, was being paid to be in this program. Enough to buy everything I've ever wanted in life. I thought about buying my own island, but that seemed too super villainy. Instead, I started my own clothing store called French Breakfast. That's the name of this channel. I've never talked about the meaning of this channel. I've just done like a post on the community tab or whatever when I first like started uploading consistently, not actually uploading, but like consistently uploading. And I explained that French Breakfast was always an idea in my head of being like a clothing line and like a clothing company. And so this is just crazy that I literally wrote this down and now I'm literally talking about it on the channel that's called the same thing. Anyways, I call it luxury items for losers. Ooh. I call it, quote, luxury items for losers. I only sell brands of unknown indie companies who are just getting their start. They get 100% of the profits. Drop in the Concrete Spine is probably my favorite one. Oh, wow, that's crazy. There's so much lore that like is unknown because it's like future lore that I want to drop into future projects and films. But we'll talk about that later. Okay, number 5 says, you save the prince's life, and in repayment, he chooses you to be his wife. He smelled? Okay, yeah. He smelled so good every time he kissed my neck. Should I kiss his back? Should I kiss? That should say, should I kiss him back, not kiss his back. But I guess either way, it makes sense. No, I thought, let me enjoy this moment forever. I'm the princess. I'm the main character. I should be showered in compliments and gifts. Whispers of love to my delicate princess soul. Babe, he looks straight at me with his darkish skin and big brown eyes, his big burly body in prince clothing. Can I have this Chanel bag? Let me see it first. He puts on his sexy glasses and squints sexily. Yes, as long as you order a new wallet for me as well. Okay, I say, a new wallet for me as well. Gosh, I'm stupid. I just read the same line, the previous line. Okay, I say, smiling and admiring his sexiness, rich, loving, and handsome. He may have gotten his life saved, but I won the lottery. I wonder what I was genuinely, like, specifically actually thinking in that moment, because I feel like there's more to that story. Anyways, 6. A famous fashion photographer bumps into you on the street and scouts you as his latest mode. Okay. New York, Paris, Milan. Those were the places I had visited so far. The year is 2030, and a year ago, a song of mine blew up, and I'm slowly becoming rich. Next week, France. I'm moving into my new mansion on the countryside of Grasse. Finally, some peace and quiet. Oh, I'm sorry, sir, this mysterious photographer said as he bumps into me right before I boarded. I don't know what that says. An Uber in Milan. You're good. Now that you bumped into me, I don't mind. But no. What? I was saying you're good because I knew what this person was doing and who they were. Well, are you in or are you out? He asked, fixing his sunglasses. I sighed. I'll do it, but give me some time to take some, to lose some weight, please. Number 7. You wake up from a disturbing dream to find yourself trapped in a fantasy world. My eyes opened fast, almost as if I had been abruptly interrupted from my dream. What was my dream about, you may ask? Well, I was a hot dog about to get devoured by a dog. I'm glad I awoke at the time that I did. What if this new world my eyes were seeing was the stomach of that dog? Am I dead or am I still dreaming? Something seemed to have heard me in my mind and answered me. Hey, who are you? I looked closer at what had spoken. It was a troll with bright yellow hair and dark blue eyes. He seemed friendly and genuinely curious at my presence. Where am I? He smiled excitedly. You're in Trollia. What? Okay. Number 8. Your neighbor has invented edible cars. That was like the, what's it called when you do, when you fill in blanks of prompts? Damn it. I'll insert it in the edit, but your neighbor has invented edible cars which will change the world, and he entrusts you to protect it before he dies. Okay. BMV, bacon, macaroni, and Vienna sausage. Tesla, space donuts, and other pastries. Imagine a self-driving eclair. Toyota and Nissan were like Pepsi versus Cola, Messi or Ronaldo. Apple cars surprisingly didn't go for the obvious choice. They actually went full carnivore diet, which I loved. Gosh, I'm almost like eating the mic. You would think they'd go full green or organic. Nope. And finally, he showed me the seafood of cars, Mitsubishi. I forgot that company even existed. He gave me the password to his secret underground door to his evil lair, if you will. It was my baby girl's birthday. She had died of cancer 4 years prior, so what the heck am I reading? I gratefully punched it in to lock it. I gratefully punched it? What? It was secure. It's finished, I told him. He laid on the bed. He smiled. Thank you, Carl. He breathed his final breath. A tear rolling down my eye. Okay, I'm going to pretend I didn't just read what I just read because I have no idea what that was about. 9. Your BFF signs you up for a Valentine's date. For a Valentine's Day speed dating event. I couldn't believe what I was hearing from my best friend from middle school. Ashley, what the fudge? What? You said you were all depressed because you wanted to fall in love again. Yeah, fall in love naturally, not some stupid speed dating scam. Scam? Yes, scam. Since when is love a scam? She showed me a picture of her and Jason on their honeymoon a few months back. I know you're in love. I meant the way these events are designed to force it upon you just feels scammy to me, that's all. It's fine. I'll call to cancel for you. No, I'll give it a shot. As I arrived to the doors of the entrance, I noticed him immediately. Hey, Jason. What are you doing here? Oh God, this is terrible. Number 10, there's still 10 more of these. You know what? I'm just going to do a part 2 because I don't even think this is interesting or cool at all. But yeah, this is my journal that I think I started this year, 2025, and I only did 20 days of it. But yeah, if you found that interesting or entertaining, then congratulations, you are a cool person. All right, bye.